Hey there everyone, welcome back to another episode of Deliver Us Mars. I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault, and this is Chapter 1 of the indie follow-up to Deliver Us the Moon. This is Moonbear, a transmission from another planet initiates a mission to space and turns Kathy's world upside down. Yesterday we saw the prologue, which showed Kathy as a young girl and her father Isaac, and what happened that separated the two of them, as well as Claire, who is Kathy's older sister, and her part in what happened. So without further ado, let's cue up the music and get right to it. There we go. Yeah, so we got a little opening credits here. So I did run into a glitch. I was trying to film this episode, and the only sound we had was the wind blowing. There was none of this music or ambient sound or anything other than this light blowing wind. So the game is a little glitchy still. You know, again, this is a small studio doing this, and it shows. You know, I think the game is far more ambitious than its budget allowed it to be. It could have been a much bigger and better game with just a little more money behind it, but overall, you decide if you like it or not. Me, personally, I enjoyed it. I played through it once already just to unlock all the chapters so I can do this series in a chapter-by-chapter fashion, which I think suits it very well. I'll be doing that with games like this in the future. So, got a little more tutorial time here. We'll learn some more of the mechanics. Some of these you'll recognize from Deliver Us the Moon if you watched that series or played that game at all. If you didn't watch the series, I recommend going back and catching that one before this one, because these two games are tied together very closely. And here's older Kathy.
What do you think, Ayla? Reckon we'll get a few more months out of this relic? Yeah, me neither.
Are you done yet? I feel like you should have been done ages ago.
If your butt is starting to hurt from the car seat, you're welcome to come up here and help me.
Hmm? No, I'm good. Besides, that wouldn't be much help anyway.
You're right. You wouldn't.
Listen, MPT systems are for nerds.
Okay, bro. Just be honest. You're feeling too threatened by me and my super brain.
That super brain of yours still needs to be chaperoned to every MPT dish by a senior staff member like me. Remember?
Wait, did you finally admit that you're old?
Whatever.
Anyway, I'm nearly done. Just have to cut out some plating that's obstructing the beam's waveguide. Can you let Moonhub know the dish is ready to receive?
Already did. Don't forget to hook the stream points back up to the receivers.
Got it.
Alright, so see that beam of light? This is a mechanic that we're going to see consistently throughout the game. And it's basically used to unlock doors and stuff like that. We'll see more of that as we go along. It's a interesting way to do things. It involves aiming beams of light in different directions and managing how much power they're outputting. It's, in my opinion, a little overcomplicated for what needs to be done in the game, but hey, it is what it is. Just like in the first game, we got a little wrist cutter here. It's used, feels like it's used quite a bit more in this game than it was with the rest of the Moon. And this isn't an action-heavy game by any means.
Alright, now let's get the stream points hooked up.
It's all about
and we're done.
exploration. Exploration and learning what happened with the people that we're looking into, so definitely lots of fun. It's not without its flaws, but for the most part, I did enjoy the game. So here comes our first puzzle.
Let me hook up these stream points and I'll be right there.
So you see, whenever you come across one of these, if you see something like that in blue, that is where light will originate from, a beam of light. And these white ones are where the light needs to get directed to. And you'll see it has, 7 pieces on that one, or 6 pieces on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So that determines how much power it's going to output. And these show you how much power it can take. So this puts out 4. That could take 4, but obviously we cannot aim that directly at that because, well, first off, we can't get in there. And second of all, we won't be able to go through a wall or anything like that. We do have another one over here. And we've got some shades in the way, so we'll go ahead and lift that up. Yep, sometimes these things are buried underground, so we'll have to do that. And we just grab it and you aim the beam of light at the little black band there.
How did people cope before stream
As you can
tech?
see,
Must have been a mess of cables snaking around entire living rooms.
I remember it well. Good times.
Okay, just gotta find the receiver point to connect it to.
Alright, so as you can see, it opened up the door there and allowed us to go in. Now, we've got this one over here. Now, some of these puzzles, like this one, are fairly easy because everything requires 4 power. See, both of these give out 4 power. We only needed this door open for a moment, so now we can go back in here. Now to this one. And the first little puzzle solved. Now I'll admit these were a little challenging at first till I figured out how they work. And they do get a little more complicated as we go along, as you get things that reduce the power output, splitters, and the like.
This is the 3rd site I've had to hook up to a stream point. These dishes shouldn't be running on emergency power.
Yeah, along with everything else in this place.
These smaller Casgrain antennae can't withstand another thermal shock. Not with the prolonged power traffic that's passing through them.
You realize no one understands what you're saying, right?
Come on, even you know what a cyclotron wave rectifier is.
Okay, now you're just making up words. Hop on.
Alright, in the future we can ride in the back of trucks legally. Well, maybe it's not legal, I don't know. But music's very pleasant in this game. The main character has a weird habit of looking away a lot when you try to face her.
Are we still doing drinks after this?
We got her looking at us now.
Claire almost choked me to death last week for giving me beer.
Wuss.
Listen, your sister might not be big, but when it's something that concerns you, that woman can kill a lion with her bare hands.
So that's a yes on the drinks. Hello?
Hold on. Got a message that I've been asked to go to Maria right away. Apparently for some classified emergency meeting.
Maria? Oh, that must be really serious. Can I tag along?
No.
You only have to smuggle me past security, and then once I'm in, I'll just...
No.
Fine.
I know that fine.
Claire? You going to that meeting at Maria's?
That meeting you're not invited to? Yeah.
Please, Claire, if you just let me through security, and just,
I really have to go. Perhaps you can phone Ryan.
I'll just hear about it later. It's fine.
So you see we're getting a lot of pop-ins as far as the vegetation out there and all that. Not the best optimized game out there. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, it's a good game. You gotta look past its flaws.
Keep your head down.
And it's fairly enjoyable.
Restless again lately.
Really? What happened to that diplomatic golden tongue of yours?
Didn't seem to work anymore.
So everybody's living in crates and stuff. It's kind of awful.
All right.
Looks like we're almost at our destination.
Is it?
It is.
Just let the grown-ups handle this secret meeting first.
Okay, that was uncalled for.
Just wanted to make sure you're not still gonna try anything dumb to get in.
I won't.
Don't even think about it.
Uh-huh.
But I will.
All right.
See you
Let's
later,
go
buddy.
find another way into Maria's office. That's called lying, Ayla. Let's go.
She's a cheeky one. First thing she does, try to sneak into the meeting. Nothing over here. I think it was up here if I remember right. Yeah. So, you see we got some NPCs hanging out and stuff, but everything's just kind of dead. They're not doing much. You don't really hear them talking or anything. It's just, it's okay.
The museum. Yeah, we can cut through here to Maria's. Might be fun to have a look around too. Not been here in ages.
A little rover there, huh?
Looks like no one has.
In 2041, the lunar MPT dish helped diminish the planet's energy crisis by massively increasing energy yields. After the Great Blackout of 2054 and the instigation of Mission Fortuna, Rolf Robertson made his way to the moon base to restart the MPT, giving his life in the process.
WSA really is trying their best to help our world with our energy needs. I'm sure we'll get to help the entire population someday.
Microwave power technology is a revolutionary form of energy absorption and distribution. The lunar MPT, along with the 42 Earth-based MPT receivers, helped stop the growing energy crisis of the 2030s.
MPTs. My jam. I got absolutely fascinated by it when I saw my dad working on it every day. He really saved this planet when he designed this.
After the Great Blackout catapulted the Earth back into an energy crisis, Claire Johansson, Maria Gonzalez, and Rolf Robertson undertook Mission Fortuna, a manned rocket mission to discover the blackout's cause. Robertson, under the guise of Johansson and Gonzalez, refueled and reconnected the MPT dish.
Claire really had such a big hand in reviving the WSA.
Yeah, so they basically just summed up the first game. Rolf Robertson was one of the main characters in there. Claire played a minor
After the
role.
success of Mission Fortuna, Claire Johansson spearheaded Mission Vestia to provide manpower to the lunar MPT and bring Rolf's body back home. Claire and her team discovered WSA software engineer Sarah Baker critically injured in cryosleep. Isaac Johansson, one of the 3 Lunar Council members and core Atwood instigators, took the last arc and escaped.
That's the last time I saw Dad. I'm fine.
So funny, we
Just
we
remembering
just finished
what
playing a
Liz
game with
feels.
another Isaac
I'm fine.
in it as a main character, Dead Space. There's Dad. William McCarthy, who played pretty much the bad guy in the first one. There's
Devised by
Rose.
the Lunar Council members sometime before the Great Blackout, Project Outward saw the evacuation of nearly all Moonbase residents on board 3 large spacefaring vessels known as ARCs. The location of the traitorous council members, as well as the rest of the Moonbase crew, remains unknown.
My dad designed and built most of the arcs that they used. Like almost everything else here at the WSA. It was supposed to be an escape plan for the colony if something ever went wrong. Ayla, give that door a try and see if we get lucky.
Here's another returning mechanic using the ASC robot to open up doors and
Well,
get
let's
into
try.
areas you cannot access.
Oh, hi, Mark.
That was convenient.
Looking good, sis.
They really need to change these. I look nothing like that anymore.
Are you joking? You look so good still.
Thanks, I try.
You? Trying anything? Yeah, right. I meant that, like,
Thanks.
you never have to
Come on, Alex.
try.
Sarah looks a little ghoulish.
Are you headed to Maria's office?
Why?
Oh, I'm just going the same way, so... Hey, I was just looking at a few of the Mission Fortuna exhibits on my way over here.
That's good.
How long were you actually stationed on the moon?
I was on the space station, mostly.
Ah, right. Yeah, that's why I never saw you on the surface, I guess.
I saw you
Oh, really?
when I did software upgrades for Rose's ASE.
Oh, yeah, Ace.
No, ASE.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I named it Ace because I didn't get that ASE was an acronym, so I just kept calling it Ace, and Rosa would just start doing that too. It's kind of a confusing name, I guess.
Right.
Yours is named Alex,
So definitely
right?
some awkwardness
Where are
here.
you headed to?
Wait, you didn't answer my question yet.
Question?
About how long you were stationed on the moon.
You want the years with the forced cryosleep or without?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I really just need to get to the meeting, Kathy.
I just wanted to apologize for what happened with my dad. I know he didn't mean what he did. I think that's why he tried to save you on the moon.
Save me. Your dad did not... Kathy, I don't want to be disrespectful, but what your dad and the Lunar Council did, they left us here to rot. They committed the worst crimes imaginable against humankind and our planet. They deserve to be punished for what they've done.
Am I interrupting something?
No?
No.
Thanks to an entire backlog of precedents, I know not to be surprised to see you here.
If I made it this far, you might as well just let me.
No.
Maria's gonna be on video. You might as well.
No!
Okay, I bet you guys rehearsed that.
We totally did.
Why not work?
I like being a rebel. Let's go.
6 years.
What?
On the moon. It was 6 years. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question earlier.
Right. Thanks.
So, as far as protagonists go, being a young girl, she's not nearly as annoying as she could be. You know, she's actually pretty well done. Intelligent, a little snarky, but not like silly over the top. So, glad for that. Something I've been noticing with games lately is the characters are getting more and more annoying as you go through them. You know, I don't know what it is. It's something to do with the writing and all that. It's just not what it used to be. It's a lot goofier. And that's probably just a generational thing. Maybe I'm getting too old. I don't know. We'll have to see. Alright, so in this room, this is a little puzzle moment. And we failed it. Bring that back. A lot of these puzzles are easy to figure out just by looking at lights and stuff like that. It kind of shows you where you need to go on things and what you need to do. And I failed it again. I promise you this is what we have to do. There we go. Make that initial jump. Let me get here. Make this jump. And if you remember the first game, you know what's coming next.
We need line of sight on that
Scooby-Doo.
conversation, Ayla.
Alright, we're getting close.
Absolutely certain.
Triple checked it. The signal was sent through a WSA communication device.
So it must be them.
Yes. We feel that we can safely assume that Project Outward sent this signal directly to us, intentionally.
I can't believe it. They're on Mars?
What? Seemingly have been for the last 13 years. Closer than any of us could have imagined.
You okay? Can't imagine this must be easy to hear with everything.
I'm fine. I assume we can finally justify Mission Opera then?
Yes.
Mission Opera?
Since we pulled Sarah and Kathy from the moon, we've been formulating a contingency plan, should we discover Outward's location.
During Mission Vestia, we found indications that the 3 ARC vessels Outward used to leave the moon weren't just for transportation. Our information leads us to believe these 3 ARCs actually form a trine, a completely self-reliant settlement.
But why reach out? Why now? Is it a distress signal or an invitation?
Doesn't matter. Mission Opera has only one objective.
Bring the ARCs and their revolutionary technology back home.
We should analyze the distress signal. Maybe we can determine the encryption used.
We're working on it as we speak. I can enable terminal access in the back office. See what you make of it. Ada, quick. Find a way inside that room.
Perfect. Ayla, stay right there.
Oh,
What
don't
you're
get
about
seen.
to hear cannot leave this room. Understood?
Ada? What are you...
I don't need to sugarcoat the current state of things for any of you. The atmosphere continues to deteriorate at an alarming rate. The lunar MPT may be alleviating the planet's energy needs to a degree, but energy is the least of our concerns right now. Rising CO2 levels are killing off a myriad of species of flora and fauna every week. The truth of the matter is that our home is becoming just as uninhabitable as any other planet. We need those arcs. Now. Claire, I need you to lead this mission. Assemble a team and bring those arcs back. You have a few months to prep. We cannot afford further delay.
I understand. I'd like to start by including Ryan and Sarah as part of the team. Not only do they excel in their respective fields, they're vital to me personally. I trust them both in my life.
That leaves one more position to be filled.
Yes.
Hey. Hi. At the risk of sounding like an idiot, I think we should take Kathy.
What?
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 She was leagues above the other
What?
graduates in our program.
You mean the only class of astronauts that we've had in the past 10 years?
It doesn't change the fact that she aced nearly every exercise, sometimes even doubling my scores. I know you want to keep her out of this, but she's the best MPT engineer we've got. We need her expertise. And look, I will deny ever saying this under oath, I might add. Kathy is the most talented individual the WSA is working for them. Apart from you two. And me, of course.
We're not seriously discussing this, are we? I mean, she has no prior experience. She's a complete risk to the mission.
Sarah's right. Kathy shouldn't be part of the team. There are too many factors involved.
Hey, Maria. Can I come in, please?
Seriously?
Please, Claire, let me be a part of the mission.
Were you eavesdropping?
Yeah, and I'm sorry for that, but Claire, you know I've proven myself to the WSA. 2 concurrent science degrees, majored in stream tech, top marks in the astronaut training program, like Ryan said. Thanks for the kind words, by the way, mate.
Sure.
And you need my MPT expertise. Please, Claire, with you by my side, I know I can do this. We can do this.
Plus, there's only like, what, 3 other trained astronauts to choose from? So...
I think you should take her on the team, Claire.
What?
What?
nice.
She's one of the most qualified people we have at the WSA. However, the final say is yours, of course.
What do you say, big sis?
Okay, Kathy. Even though Ryan's last argument was severely lacking,
Yeah.
Ouch.
I believe you'll do everything you can to guarantee the mission's success. Right, Kat?
Of course.
Now I would like to go over the minutiae for the mission with Claire, Sarah, and Ryan. Can you let us handle this without listening in this time?
Oh, well, seeing as I'm now...
Kathy.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Of course.
All right, well, it looks like she's in. Got those little climbing picks there, those axes. That's part of a new mechanic in the game. Albeit a slightly frustrating one at first, but I saw a lot of people complaining about it. But once you get the hang of it, it's really not that hard. Just gonna go a little Laura Croft on us here.
You all snug in there, Ayla? You need anything? Cup of coffee? Magazine? You diva.
Ah, yeah, the scar.
You look nervous.
And that amuses you?
No. Just seeing you, you're proud.
Hey, that scar on Sarah's stomach, is that the one Dad gave her?
Yeah, why?
Just curious.
Knock, knock. You ready? Let's go.
Yeah?
He's a goof. Alright, so it is time to take off. If you remember from Deliver Us the Moon, we had a cool little launch
GC, we're heading to the
setup
rocket now.
where
Copy that. Transport is
it
ready
felt
for
kind of authentic.
How's
Pretty
everyone
neat.
feeling?
Good. Slept like a baby.
Of course you did.
You didn't?
Yeah, sure.
How about you two?
Good.
Yeah, fine.
Good.
get ready for liftoff. Thank you for letting me be first. See how quickly it jumps back to first person. It's kind of odd how it does that, but you know, it works, I guess.
Here we go. No turning back.
I don't like this FOV
Nope.
because we can't see all three of them at once, at least not fully.
Hey, you know what I still think about?
What?
How come we get to live in better conditions than the people in the shanty town? How is that possible?
Pure probability. Geographically and demographically, we were born in the right place at the right time. They weren't so lucky.
Right. Oh, they really don't seem to want us to go.
No. But considering the amount of time...
Whoa. You okay?
Yikes.
Yeah, just a bit startled.
It's being Tifa.
They're insane! They're not helping anyone by trying to hurt us. Don't they understand that we're doing this to save them?
Those people will be on the MPT waiting list until the day that they die. If you saw the WSA using so many resources to send 4 people to space, you'd be angry too.
They don't understand. But when we bring the arcs back, they will.
Or they won't. I mean, they might, and I hope they do, but they're promising something that might not happen, even if we do bring back the arcs.
Hope springs eternal in the human breast. It's the way I choose to view it.
Alexander Pope. The soul, uneasy and confined from home, dreams of a life to come.
Look at you knowing your poetry.
What can I say? I'm not just a pretty face.
Okay.
Take a look at this view.
It's a pretty shot.
Wow.
Never ceases to amaze, right? It's a shame
Yeah,
we
look at the
couldn't build her
pop-ins.
properly.
It sucks.
What?
With all these shortages of materials, it really is a miracle that this thing is here at all.
You could have mentioned this in all these months of prep that we're flying economy class,
No, I didn't want to worry you.
except for right before we're taking off.
Seemed only fair to disclose it now.
Sure.
If Claire believes we can use her for the mission, we should trust her.
I believe Zephyr 3 will handle the mission just fine.
Alright, so going up in a rocket that's held together by duct tape and hope. I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, some of these cuts are a little jarring, but hey, yeah, it is what it is. So there's a lot of this in the game. These long moments where you're just traveling from point A to point B, whether it be on an elevator, in a Mars rover, different ways. And
don't
sometimes
notice
it
how
feels
high
just
it
like
really is.
unnecessarily long.
Yeah.
You know, the way they did that cut, they could have cut, showed them getting out of the vehicle onto the elevator, and then made the cut to this where they're getting off. I mean, not a lot happened in there other than a couple words were spoken, so. But it is what it is. Just my 2 cents as far as thoughts on how you could streamline this a little bit. It's not a long game by any stretch of the imagination, but in some ways it's longer than it needs to be.
Launch
So here we are.
Initiated.
Time to launch.
Opera team, this is ground control. Proceed with final checks.
Copy, GC. Opera team comms check. Go.
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 Cat, systems check. Oxygen?
Alright, so here we go.
Oxygen is go.
Flight?
Flight is go.
Navigation?
Navigation is go.
Ground launch sequencer?
Ground launch sequencer is go.
Fuel?
Fuel is go.
Liquid oxygen?
Liquid oxygen is go.
Power?
Power is go.
Launch sequence functions?
Launch sequence functions are go.
Propellant load check? Good to go. Ryan, airtight seal and cockpit air composition check?
Seal and air composition are go.
Sarah, start fuel cell thermal conditioning.
Conditioning is a go.
Cat, strong back retract.
Alright, here we go. It's kind of cool because it shows you what you have to do on the
Strong
screen
back
here, pretty
successfully
much.
retracted.
You just got to look
Sarah,
down and find the
vent off
right
lines.
button or switch. There's no tutorial on this, you just do it when you get here.
Lines are vented. We are go.
Starting automatic ground launch sequencer. Sequencer is a go. Cat, retract orbiter access arm.
There we go.
Orbiter access arm is retracted.
Copy. Start auxiliary power units.
It's a little clunky doing this, but
Auxiliary power
works.
units are go.
Copy. Retract gaseous oxygen ventilator.
excuse me. Gaseous oxygen and arm retraction control, okay. And then, oh, this, okay.
Uni cap retracted.
Opera team, visors down.
Go. Go.
Go.
Go.
Cat, orbiter transfer from ground to internal power.
Oh, there it is.
Transfer complete. We're on internal power.
Sarah, activate launch pad sound suppression system. Suppression system online. Activating solid fuel thrusters hydrogen burn-off system. Burn-off systems are a go. Cat, initiate solid fuel thrusters start.
There we go.
Solid fuel thrusters are a go.
Copy. Thrusters up. We are go for launch.
Here we go.
Alright, time to do it.
Lift off. Lift off. Number 3, this is ground control. Birds in the air, all look green.
After playing so much Dead Space, I expect something to go wrong right now. Interesting, Deliver Us the Moon had this almost this horror vibe to it in some ways. And you tell me what you think of this game. I don't think this game recaptures that vibe, but I kept feeling like that game was about to turn into something sci-fi horror-ish, whereas this one just feels like sci-fi throughout the whole thing, at least in my opinion. Let me know if you think otherwise. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, we're going to be leaving the atmosphere here soon. be an amazing feeling, huh? Even in a rickety economy class ship.
Cat, initiate stage 1 separation.
Oh, there we go.
Go.
Copy.
Goodbye.
Initiate second stage ignition.
Go.
And second stage throttles up.
And there we go. Now it's off to Mars. Wonder how long it's going to take to get there. And where's Elon Musk, man? He should be in charge of this whole operation. Goodbye, Earth. Get the obligatory sun over the horizon going on over there.
Cutting off second engine. Cat, initiate second stage separation.
Alright, second stage separation is a go.
And it's away.
So the two girls are up there and our buddy's over there. Okay. That one. So it does take its time doing this whole thing. I like it though because it does have this authentic feel to it. I feel like I'm actually launching a rocket in the way you would do it, you know? So it's kind of cool.
Here we go, Opera Team. The journey of 1,000 miles
But yeah, so that's going to wrap up Chapter 1, Moonbear. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. Thanks for joining me today. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you know every time a new video drops for this series. And don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it at all. I hope you did. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.